I touch a high of almost 40 grand to now being or having 2000. So I go, oh man, trading is not it. This is hard. It's way harder than I thought. And essentially that's when, all the people around you step in and say, see, trading is a scam or trading isn't great. It's not for everyone. Only billionaires are able to make it or whatever. Everyone has something to say. For me, I was just kind of like, hey, there's people that are successful in this. And obviously we hear the 90%, 95% rule of how many people are successful in trading and not. And I was like, I want to be that few percent that can make it. I need to figure out how, right? And the thing with me is I'm, when you're young, you're very hard headed. When you can't do something, you want to do it more.
Yeah.
Right. Which is good and could be bad depending on what you're doing. So at that time, it benefited me because I was like, okay, I need to figure it out. So now I also told myself at the point where I was like, I wasn't actually giving it my all. And what I mean by giving it my all, I mean me actually spending the time to kind of sharpen my axe, focusing on what I need to work on, focusing on how can I improve, focusing on what is there for me to improve on. So I was like, you know what, I need to give it a fair shot. So a couple of months, went back to working, also started college, went to college for 3 semesters. So working, trying to save up money, selling iPhone, side hustles, all those things, built up a little bit more money. And I was like, let me start again, right? So I started again and same thing. 2 months in, lost all my money. I think it was second time was around like 15 grand, saved up, lost it and went back to it. And I was like, why am I losing money? And I was like, it essentially takes me 3 or 4 trades where I lose a lot of money. So I would have like on a 15K account, imagine losing 4K on each trade. Mm-hmm. But then when you make money, you're making $100. I was like, this is not sufficient. So how do I adjust that? Obviously, I need to make more on a trade than I lose. Why am I losing more? Like, these basic, simple things. And like I said, trading back then wasn't as big as it is now with the education on Instagram, Twitter, and all these basic concepts that we hear now weren't basic then, right?